It's 7 a.m. I've been up for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna take my dog for a walk, drink a bunch of water, and then I'm gonna go to the gym.
Tus ojos se ven tristes, ya no sirve ni llorar. El sol volverá y te tu vida destruida se ve imposible.
I just got back from the gym. It is 9:17 in the morning and I'm just about to take a shower and get my day started. I had a good workout. A couple nights ago I was running, and I think I was running with some other people that were faster, and I was just going at a pace that was a little bit too much for me, and I think I strained. I'm not an expert or a physical therapist or anything like that, but I think I just kind of strained my IT band a little bit on my left side. So I did a pretty light workout, really focused on single leg exercises and just kind of strengthening all that, but not going too hard at all. And now I'm just having a little bit of coffee, sitting in my floor. I think it's disgusting to sit on the couch after I've been at the gym, and I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes and then I'm gonna shower and get my day started.
Tu vida destruida se ve imposible reparar. Cuanto más vas a aguantar para poder respirar el frío de la noche, ya no lo sientes más. Va a amanecer, va a amanecer.
Okay, so it's almost 12 p.m. now. I've showered, dried my hair. I spent the last couple hours working on some stuff to get ready to start my first travel nursing assignment. I talked on the phone with my recruiter and kind of talked about everything I need to do to get my ducks in a row for my first travel assignment. So I'm really excited about that. My last day at my current staff job is next week, and then I'll be going on a little vacation in September, and I am hoping to bring my camera and do some vlogs, and then when I come back, then I'll really start like more seriously looking and applying to some of these jobs. So really excited about that. All 4 of my subscribers are very interested. Because I'm a labor and delivery nurse, I'm obviously going to be traveling as a labor and delivery nurse. So there are some certifications and stuff that I need to catch up on. This is the book for intermediate fetal monitoring. I took the class 3 years ago when I first became a labor and delivery nurse, but I'm going to be taking it again next week so that my certification is up to date. So I just logged into my intermediate fetal monitoring course. The actual fetal monitoring course is an in-person 8-hour class that I'm going to be taking next week, but I have to log on here and do these modules of pre-work and take a pre-test before I go to the class, and this has to be done I think 3 days before the class starts. So today is one of my only days off, so I'm trying to get this done today. So I'm going to sit here and work on this for about an hour. I have my Spanish lesson at 2 p.m., which is in 2 hours. And then after that, I'm just gonna run some errands for the day. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess this is gonna be kind of like a travel nursing vlog, even though I'm not travel nursing yet. But I wanted to talk about one of the disadvantages to travel nursing, because I think often I see it really glamorized on social media, and it is a really cool thing to be a travel nurse. I mean, it's such an amazing experience. But the biggest drawback to travel nursing for me is the uncertainty, and I'm already starting to feel that just from talking to my recruiter today. Kind of like getting your ducks in a row, getting all your certifications up to date. I just realized today that my license is only a single state license, so I can only work in the state that I live in right now, and the process to get a multi-state license could take me, I'm hoping it only takes a few weeks, but I was told it could take a few weeks to months. So now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do my first travel assignment in the state that I live in, which is not a big deal. I was wanting to stay relatively close to home anyways, but just one of those aspects of uncertainty. And then I'm looking at the contracts that are available in the state that I live in, and I'm looking at housing in these little small towns, and some of them don't have housing, or they don't have a lot of housing options. And then I'm also going to be bringing my dog with me, which adds another layer of kind of difficulty to getting housing. So everything is just very uncertain with traveling. You don't have that stability that you have with a staff job. So it's definitely a trade-off, and I don't really want to be a travel nurse forever. I want to do it right now. That experience of just getting out of my comfort zone, and because I really want to make more money. But I do, I am not like a long-term traveler. Sometimes I'll meet these travel nurses that are be like, I've been a travel nurse for like 25 years. I would never do anything else. And that's not me personally. I love the experience of traveling, but I love the stability of having a staff job and not having to worry about these kind of things all the time. And you definitely have more of a level of job security with a staff job as well that you don't get with traveling. With traveling, you are there on a contract, but most of these facilities don't have any problem just breaking your contract very last minute if they feel like they don't need you in the facility anymore. Or just kind of know, like, if you're thinking about travel nursing, you do need to be the type of person that is going to be okay with some uncertainty. And that is something that I'm still working on, but I feel so much better about it now than I was when I was younger. Now I'm very like, it sounds kind of silly, but I do try to just have the attitude of like, everything's working out for me, everything is going to be fine, everything is going to end up exactly how it's supposed to end up. And you know, it wasn't ideal for me to have to stay in my state for my first assignment, but I have no problem with that, and I'm still going to be making a lot more money going to an assignment within my state than I am making as a staff nurse at my current job. And I'm still going to get that new experience. I'm still going to be learning new things in a different kind of facility. So it's all going to be okay, and I'm going to get my multi-state license. And whether I'm able to do a contract out of state right away, or whether I have to wait a little bit longer and do a contract in my state first, either way, I know it's going to be okay. I know it's going to work out. I trust that everything is working out in my favor, because I think that is the way that you have to be in really uncertain situations like this. And I definitely was the type of person in the past that really needed that control, that feeling of I have to know everything. You know, I am kind of like a type A, like a planner, and I always did have that sensation. I need to know exactly what's going on. I have to plan everything. And I really feel this level of peace and contentment in my life because I have reached a point where I'm okay without that. Yeah, I do feel that little bit, you know, that little feeling in my chest that like, oh my God, everything's so uncertain. You might not get a job right away. You might not find housing. You know, I can feel that there in my chest. And I can feel it wanting to bubble up and be this big emotional response. But I don't know, I've really grown a lot in that area, and I can just observe that feeling and go, okay, lots of uncertainty, but you know you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine, and everything's gonna work out. And you are the type of person that's gonna make the best of the way things work out, so everything's gonna be fine for you. So yeah, just a little chat about travel nursing, and it can be very uncertain. Make sure that you have the ability to withstand uncertainty if you plan to go into travel nursing. Otherwise, you're gonna not be having a good time. And I do think it's a really good skill to cultivate, because most of the good things that happen in life come from uncertainty and uncomfortable situations, and being able to sit with those and tolerate it and sit in those feelings and not know when they're going to go away and not know when you're going to have that stability and that certainty that makes you feel okay. Wow, I just can't even describe the growth that comes from that. So you know, just know if you're getting into travel nursing, that is something that you're gonna have to get used to, but I think it's 100% worth it. I think everything's gonna work out for me, and I think I'm gonna end up on a really great assignment and find great housing in a great location, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's all gonna be fine.
Tus ojos se ven tristes, ya no sirve ni llorar. El sol volverá y te